Thank you. And yes, it's not part of my presentation to speak about change management, because for that we will need more time. But today I'm trying to share with you some ideas related with integration and productivity. We are usually speaking about productivity, how we can gain productivity, and all the project and all the initiatives that the companies are, and the port operators and other companies are looking to increase the productivity. But from this presentation, I would like to share with you some additional way in order to gain productivity, and starting from the very high level related with the poor communities in general. What we can see here is what is from our side, what is happening right now in the world related with poor communities. Like an example, this is an example. Each of these pictures, I will say, is like a poor community. We are here in Hamburg. We have Singapore, Valencia, Port, Rotterdam, Shanghai, and many others ones. And there are a big tendency today to be interconnected, to share data and to share information. And one of the key drivers of that is the end-to-end visibility to the final customer at the end, or global supply chain, call it. And as is related with global supply chain, it's related with the big data concept, it's related with end-to-end and at the end visibility. But at the end, it's related with our business, and it's related with the business model that we have in place in every of our poor communities. And if we do a double click in, for example, in a poor community today, we can see, and coming back to a poor community system, we can see that a poor community system, this is one poor community. We have a lot of stakeholders, like a port terminal, port authorities, different port authorities, custom department, marine department, imports, export, customers, trucking company, freight forwarders, line operators, all the stakeholders in a big port community. And if you have an PCS, you can share information. First of all, share information that you can provide information and obtain information at the same time, obtain information that you don't have internally and more updated, or perhaps you have, but it's not so updated and it's affecting your operation. And looking this model of a PCS, if you see inside, you see that first of all is a data hub, routing of data, that is the foundation. And secondly, you have applications and functionalities and with their own database, and with tools like BI, business intelligence, and artificial intelligence. We saw that in the last presentation also, that the stakeholders can use in the poor community. And here, when we are speaking about poor community, we are speaking also competitors, and this is the most important topic. Share to get, but you need to share not all and not absolutely and without any structure, is under some specific rules and some specific information. You can share this information also with your competitors, and your competitors, they will see some information there, but it's a win-win situation. And saying that, sharing information is something that usually is a rock block, I will say, in the journey on any implementation, when you are trying to put together different stakeholders, and especially if you have competitors there. But I would like to move in the next one in order to share you some different view in terms of what is the meaning of the share information and the relationship with the productivity. For example, if if you see this basic graphic that by sure you will know something, you have ways to improve productivity. Each company, each organization have their own curve of productivity. Some organization, they know exactly the curve they have, and other ones they know the dots of only the curve. But if you go deep, you will find that you are running in a curve of productivity, and when you are trying to improve, usually you obtain project and ideas and innovations that you will run over this curve from moving to this point, to the first one, to the upper one, and you will gain absolutely the productivity 1 to productivity 2. And in terms of cost, and this is the vertical axis, the C2, you will obtain a C2. The only issue that we have here, and that's happening in any company, is that when you are going up, you will arrive at an area where to improve 1% of productivity is a huge amount of cost. It's a huge cost for this project, and more and more and more. And one option that you have in order to avoid or move from a situation like that is to think about project outside of your borders. And outside of your borders, outside of your limits, physical and mental limits of your company or your operations. And in order to do that, when you are doing that, really, you are not moving in the same curve, you are moving to another curve. And this is, we call it the new productivity curve. You jump really from this red color to the green color one, and you have the option to do a project like sharing information. And sharing information is in this example that we are speaking about, is a PCS. It's the basic of a PCS, a poor community system, or a similar share common platform that they are using from the users are many stakeholders. And finally, what you obtain here is for the same cost, you have a huge increase in productivity. This is the theoretical way to think, but there are a lot of real examples related with this, with numbers that you can find, and it's working, and it's working. We are not saying that this is the only way to move to another curve. Absolutely, there are other ways also, but related with one of the exits to move outside of your borders is think about sharing information and to participate in initiative or project that are related with that. Chair gave to at the end to use additional information and in common platform. Thank you.